Just going to give you a demonstration or an overview of the new table plugin since we've added some new features. Okay, once you've installed it by going to Tools and then Plugins, you'll see the tables node here, table add-on node. So the first thing that's different is the license key. Before you had to use it in every node. Now we've made it so if you enter your license key and then once you've done enter the license key, click OK, right click it and then just do a run node on it, then that will basically save your license key to a file, and as long as you don't delete the license file you won't need to drag that into the next time you want to use the table add-ons. Okay, so it's now licensed. So commands we've got delete from table. Now that's just like it was before. You put your table name in and then you put your row. Now the row's a variable and the column is a variable. You can put any variable name you want here. And info, that is the output list, whether it's successful or failed, or so that puts the output to a list. That's for your own debugging really. So we'll put test output there. Right, okay. So what you've got to do is obviously set the row and the column you want to delete, or row or column. So if we wanted to delete a column, what we'd do is we'd set the row variable to -1, and then that would ignore the row and it would just delete the column. We'd have to set obviously the column to whatever column number we wanted to delete. So so you want to delete column 15, then we'd do that, column 15. So when we run that now, that would delete column 15 from the table, test table. So that's quite straightforward. If you wanted to do it with a row and you wanted to delete a row, then all you'd do is you would put your row number in row and your column number you'd set to -1. So that's that function there. Now the next one we've got is copy table. This is really handy and saves a hell of a lot of time. Now what this will actually do is it'll duplicate your table, so you can put your source table in here, so it's copy from, so let's say it was test table, and so we wanted to copy it to a table called new table. You just type new table, and then when you run that node it'll copy it really quickly. You'll be surprised how fast it is. Not like the normal way when you copy it bit by bit and it takes absolutely ages. Okay, so then we've got search table. Now this is an excellent feature. Now imagine, say you've got, so we put a test table there. Again, search result, this is whether it's found or not. So this is where your list goes. So we'll call it a search list. And let's say we wanted to search for an email address in a table. You just, for example, my email at email.com. So what that'd do is when you run that node, it would search if that string exists, my email at email.com exists anywhere in the table. Now you can imagine what a handy feature that is. Okay, so then we've got compare columns. So we'll drag that across. Now compare columns, it will work between the same table, or it will work between two tables. So let's say you want to compare column 1 in table 1 with column 5 in table 2, then that will actually compare them columns and it'll output to this list here, and it'll output to the list here. If I can type. So it'll put the output comparison into a list there, so you know whether on each one it was true or false, whether it compares or not. Now the last function is sort table. So for sort table we just drag it across, and then obviously we select the table or type the table name in. Now let's say we had a table with 5 columns in and we wanted to sort it on column 3. So if we could put column 3 in there, And so what this will do then, it's like Excel. If you pick column 3 and then made the selection wide, so you're sorting column 3, it'll take the rest of the rows, rest of the columns on that same row along with it in order, so it doesn't mix up your data. So if you wanted to do it in ascending order, all you type here is ASC, and if you wanted to do it in descending order, all you do is type DESC, and that's it. And then that's the sort table. So there's a quick overview of the new tables plugin and the nice new commands that we've added to it. I hope you've enjoyed the video.